Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of Kit Season.
Woo,
Yeah, it's a
woo.
good one, right? It's a good one. Uh,
Because you can't beat League Two.
you cannot beat League Two, and no, we cannot. We love ourselves some League Two here, and honestly, it's a vibe. I'm here for it.
Yes, sir. Even if I make fun of the League Two champions, start some drama on Twitter.
Right. Start a little bit of drama. All right. Yeah, there it is. Let's go. Oh boy. Okay. I'm trying to this onto Instagram because that is kind of what I do, trying to figure this out. Aha, I connected. We're on Instagram. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. So also follow us on Instagram, by the way, with that cheap little quick little shout out as always. All the ways to connect with us. So we are live on Instagram. Hell yeah.
So I'm trying to check it out. See see how beautiful it is.
It should have worked the exact same way as the
It
others.
says Kid Season is live,
Yes.
and I'm looking down right now. Up, down.
Yes. So happy I got that figured out. It was low key a little bit of a chaos. So I had to do a few things, but I figured it out, and we're learning things here at Kid Season. So, but speaking of things we don't have to figure out, is figuring out who loves us here at Kid Season, and that's all of our patrons down below. That includes John Hunt, Frank Anthony. I see a transition there. Aaron J, Christopher Cohn, Harry Austin, John Fuller, Michael Foots, Joshua Duder, Noah Telford, Alberto Aguilar, Jeremy Churchman, Stephen Howard, Ryan Lacara, Tim Knox, NFReg30, MOS, Kunal Patel, and obviously our sponsors at Goals TV, which I don't see their branding. So, oh, there it is,
Boom.
TV, as well as Fox's hat of Added Time Outfitters, as always.
Bracelets.
Yes, and as another reminder, use the code SEASON to benefit yourself and us here on the show on your next purchase at addedtimeoutfitters.com.
Yeah, and I did just check, and if you comment on Instagram, we don't see it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't see it. Look at that.
So I commented and said comment, and it didn't pop up on our thing over here. So
So
if you
no,
want to chat with us, make sure that you're on the YouTubes,
on the YouTubes, yes.
all of them. Yeah.
What I could do is try to pull it in and do a little bit of Inception, or just speak it because I have it pulled up right here. So I can speak it.
There we go.
So for a long time, I didn't know Instagram could be on desktop. Things you learn. So, but speaking of the things that you learn, are all the things that are USL related when it comes to kits. And somehow, like what, 8 months in, we're still talking kits.
They don't go away, man.
They
And
don't.
they keep coming. Like we just got the Spokane one. Spokane. No, that's not right. Definitely not that one. It's one of the two I said. Definitely not the one you said.
Well, that's how I'm saying it. But yeah, teams just keep releasing kits. Plus, we got the Super League starting up here
Right.
in like a week or two. I know it was August that they
Yeah.
started. So
And like that makes sense. Like if we were just getting those shouting, popping up now, that makes sense. That it's wild that
teams are releasing third kits like
yeah.
3/4 of the season through.
Wait a second, isn't what league is Spoken in? League One,
League
right?
One, yeah.
Okay, they're fine. It's like in my head they were League Two, and I was like, they're done, and they're still shooting out.
hey! It won't surprise me if Minneapolis City, we'll be talking about them later, will just randomly produce the kit because vibes.
Yeah.
I-
Happy Wednesday.
they're the one
Here's
team.
Jersey.
Yeah, right. That's the one team I could legit see be like, hey guys, the season's over, but we got bored and we traded an awesome kit.
Right.
So here we go.
Give us $69, please.
Right. Always that.
Okay, here we go. I could do that. Here's $69 more for you.
Also here, before we get started, did we talk about that thing? Oh yeah, we did. Never mind. Never mind. Let's say it was this man's birthday 2 weeks ago. So
My birthday?
I forgot about. Did we talk about that 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago?
we had the show on my birthday.
That is right. I forgot. Yep. Just a reminder, this man just got a year older. So,
33.
um,
What?
ooh, I see. We got someone joined on Instagram. Just a heads up, if you're on Instagram, you can't comment. So, if you do comment on Instagram, I will read it out loud. So, but we're gonna start off with tonight's first kit, and we've already kind of talked about this team. Spokane Velocity with their third kit that they just released, and it's dubbed the Impact Kit. Um,
Yeah.
Quick thoughts on this one. I like the color. That's impactful. The same design as their home and away kits. Less impactful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's appealing, and I'll show you photos of their home and away just to let y'all know that they literally are the exact same with just a better looking color, in my opinion.
Agreed. I really like this color. But like if you're gonna go with like a consistent kit, kind of like what they're doing, like you said, the home, the away, and this new impact one, they're all the exact same kit, just different colors. At least it looks good.
Yeah.
Because like,
Okay.
I'm gonna call them out with the hailstorm. Yeah, they keep coming out with the same kit and it's a boring kit, you know.
But
So
it's theirs.
yeah,
Theirs.
that's yeah.
Not many teams can say that they own a design pattern and kind of a style of kit. Spokane is slowly becoming one of those teams alongside Northern Colorado. So, um, but yeah, what so we got some of our initial thoughts here. This is called the Impact Kit, and I'm just gonna read this through. Yeah, there isn't really a whole lot of reason why we were told it's called the Impact Kit. I don't know. But it's a third kit and it's not purple. So
It's just impactful. Yeah, it's not purple. It's not a purple League One kit. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, a purple with them would honestly kind of go really well with their color palette.
I wouldn't.
To
I
be
would not mind a purple kit of this with this design on it.
right, right. But they went with a very nice looking teal. So, all right. So I'm just trying to dive into my score here, and this is a very straightforward, I think, simple kit. It gets points because of their home and away kits. Honestly, so with its creativity, I gave it a very. Can someone color swap it? Yes, please color swap it. Someone much better at Photoshop than we are. Um, so I give it a 3 for creativity. The kit itself is not bad looking. It keeps that 3 because of the home and the way being the exact same. Therefore, it's technically a template, and it's a 3 for me. But it's ties to local. It gives a bump for this because every kit is this exact same design. So it just a 4 for ties to local. I'm honestly starting to think every time I see this pattern, it's Spokane. So except for the Zephyr, a little weird that they didn't quite go with this.
Yeah, they went. I like the kit, but the color scheme really threw me off.
Yeah, I'm not
The
certain.
initial one,
I'm
I
not
could see
sure.
like the alt one, but yeah.
Yeah, apparently their color for the Zephyr is gold and white. That's their color, and the Velocity are black and teal.
But like that's not their badges though. That's what
Yep.
confuses me.
On their website, it is for the Velocity. I mean, for the Zephyr, the women's team.
Did they change it?
They must have, and no one noticed.
I mean, so I literally just typed in US like Spoken Zephyr,
Yeah.
and I'm still on my Google page, and like it has like the little circle showing the logo. It's
Yeah.
still Till. It's a Till Z.
I don't know that in here. Let me pop into their store, see what else they have
But
for
you are
it.
right. When I click on it,
Oh my god.
smoking.
Yeah, because they have their first thing came out with the okay, whatever. Maybe just inaugural. I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny because yeah, when you click on the team store, all of a sudden that logo changes real quick to that teal.
Very quickly. Anyways, it just went for consistency on the men's side for the velocity. So 4 for there for Tice local, but it's X Factor. I'm not vibing with it. It's a 2. I actually like the black one better, which I think is their home or away. Can't remember. But the black kit that they have, I like that one better. So just a 2 from X Factor, but it looks well. It's a 5. I could have gone at it for having the QR code in the white space in the middle. That seemed a little certainly of a choice. Um, but it's too late now, and it's keeping the 5. So it's all 3.5 for me. I like to see some different colors, purple as per the 3 of us here.
Yeah, I like this. I would prefer this in a purple, but I do like this teal. And so I was kind of in that same thing with you. Creativity, I give it a 3 because it is becoming a really nice template for them. It's their
One.
very nice template. That's what it is. Tice the Local, I bumped it up to a 2 because it's their thing now. Like they're continuing, it's becoming their identity.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, like it's just a 1 for me mentally because I mean, kind of eating my words right now. I feel like,
I was just about to say, this is literally their crest.
but it's also not. But it's a lot of their crest. But
It's a
but on the other hand, for X Factor, I did give a 4. I actually do really like this. Would not mind having this.
no.
I wouldn't mind having honestly any of them. I think I do like the black with like that would probably be a 5. The black with their normal like cyan blue.
Yeah.
And then design flow is obviously a 5. Everything fits well. I'm okay with the QR code. I feel like I just have to think about that as a shirt sponsor that they can't control. And it's still white, so it still goes with the kit.
It does.
So it doesn't really throw it off for me too much. So that's a 3.5 from me as well, just for different reasons.
Yeah. So yeah, that gives us here for a solid 3.5 for a third kit. So a 3.5 for a third kit. It just fits right into it. If only it was a 3.33, it would be even more perfect.
Right.
But yeah, before we move on, I forgot to ask Michael, how was Indianapolis? Hope you enjoyed Indianapolis. Just want to give a little shout out there for y'all being here for Gen Con. So, gotta love people visit my city. All right. So moving on to the next kit here. We are going back to where I'm in a little bit, but a little bit further north to our good friends that we visited last week, and that is Lansing City. And we are this time rating their away kit, which again we noticed that we highlighted this last week. Their home is white, their away kit is the color. Generally, it's flipped. This is their 2024 away package, which again, this is $75. You can tell it's more
But
expensive. You did everything.
you get everything. Yeah, you get shorts, you get socks. I mean, $75 is a steal.
And a website that actually works and you can spin stuff.
Yeah.
Like, look at this.
Whoa.
So yes, so this is the Lansing City. You know what? I'm gonna call it the chalkboard kit.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna call it that because this is what we're going with. Chalkboard.
Yeah, I've been saying like this one that looks like a chalkboard, right? Like, yep.
Yep. So that's what we're going with right now. So chalkboard kit, it is. So
Nice.
I'm putting that in. That is now the official name. I like that name way too much to not do that. So.
And Michael says he had a wonderful time and he's looking forward to going back next year and maybe he can catch an Indy 11 game.
Let's go.
If they exist.
if they exist. They should. I'm knocking on wood. But yes, you're always welcome, Indianapolis, and hopefully they're playing. Hey, I was able to go to a game Wednesday, but I know Comic Con's well done by yesterday, so unfortunate there.
Right.
But
I feel like that's the situation you had when you went to Detroit. Like you went to Detroit and they were playing where?
Indy.
In Indy.
Indy, are you serious? And yeah, so I still have not seen a Detroit City match against Indianapolis, even though they've been in the league like 3 seasons. I think it is now.
Yeah,
I
something
have still
like that.
not been. I've still been unable to see them at home. So hopefully,
It's okay. I've heard they have a lot of smoke
and
and
dark.
darkness. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I gave him some slack at least for this last week. We were all friends with them, given what they're doing with up there with CBS. So, but we're not here about that. We're talking about the other team up there in Michigan, and that is Lansing City. Now, this kit, obviously, we say is a chalkboard kit. Why? It's black, and it's kind of like has a center vibe stripe, as if it's like blue chalk that's
like
kind of erased.
yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it. Like almost erased chalk, and it's like,
Right.
and honestly, it's kind of sick. Like this might be a cool one to get to wear to school. You know?
Hey, you vibe with it. So how about you go first, my friend?
Yeah, this is a vibe for me. And like you said, like I've started calling this the chalkboard kit because of I think it's supposed to be like scratches or something. Oh, I like that training one. That if you go down to that training one, that you can kind of see the design a little bit more.
Yeah.
With the black, I don't know what to call them anymore. Chalk.
Gradient or whatever.
Yeah, that's close. But yeah, so creativity I give a 4. I haven't seen this before, but it's also not, so creative. Like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I really like this though. Ties to local, I don't know if it's ties to local. I said 2, and I was probably being nice, just because, I don't see this. I'm like, oh yep, there's Lansing, but if maybe there's a story behind it or something that I just don't know. But I feel like there should be. But then when I see the other kits and stuff, I'm like, maybe that's just a design they chose.
Right.
But X Factor, I said it's a 5. Again, $75 for an entire kit, just to be that guy. I mean, that's a steal. And design flow, I said it's a 5. I feel like everything fits well. Everything looks nice. I like it. So that's a faux. It's a faux for me.
Or for you, I will say, I like their polo. I'm scrolling on their website because that's what I do. I like this polo.
I like that polo. That should be a kit.
It's the same chalk kind of vibes, just a little bit more half and half and not centered. So
yeah, it's like they continued the color of this, whatever the center design's going on.
Kind of a little bit more so. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to talk about polos, even though I would wear all of the polos if I could. Yeah, so I wasn't quite as high on this kit, even though I liked it. I still think overall the design here for me is a 3 for creativity. It's nothing to me that is super creative. I do like it's different. It's not super template-y, so I probably could have gone with a 4 here.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping it. And then it ties the local, it's a 1. Don't really know how that ties into their local community, so that's fine. But
yeah,
to me is a 4. I'd rock this. And hey, thoughts? Just saying, when I come see you, we need a full kit wanker on this thing. We both were as if we're about to go to a game.
About to go play real quick.
Yeah.
Don't mind us. About to play Symphony. Oh, do y'all play? Yeah. What about that giant gut? You know what? How about you don't judge me?
It still works, man. It's a weapon out there on the field.
Yeah.
I
don't chest the ball bump the ball.
Oh no. I would die so quickly. Anyways, then its design flow is a 5. I do like how all this looks good, and I know we don't try to talk about sponsors, but the fact that their sponsor is the black and on the blue chalk, it just looks so good. And honestly, I like that. I'm
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
it's a small thing, and I know they don't always have all the control in the world to deal with that, but like that's a nice contrast, and I do like it. So that brings my score to a 3.25. So with boxes four, a very reputable 3.63. So we
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's not a bad score, especially for some random team in USL League Two.
that. Probably never even advertised that they're selling a kit.
Yeah, this is the reason why we've gotten to this team just now, because I feel like if I would have saw this earlier in the year, I would have been like, yeah, let's talk about this.
Yeah,
Like we just got to this because I literally went through every single League Two team and like went to like, all right, do they have a shop? Do they have where I can find? If they don't have a shop, I didn't look at their kit.
yeah,
Like I could have looked at team photos, I guess, but if it's something that we can't even have a attempt to collect,
right. It's not
then
worth
like yeah.
it.
So
It's kind of like me with IU soccer. They never sell their kits,
right,
and everyone just like every year is like make these available.
right.
Otherwise, I ain't gonna talk about them. Anyways,
It's not like it's hard.
and they're with Adidas. I honestly see more wrestling and no, I small little rant. I see more club hockey sweaters at IU than the actual 8-time national champion IU men's soccer.
Yeah,
Make
they have,
that make sense.
they have a really good soccer squad over there. Slew's not bad down here.
No, they're not. They're real good too.
Yes, everybody knows about Slew and soccer. Actually, Kentucky's been pretty decent too. I've been pretty happy with the Wildcats. They at least been making it to the tournament.
Yeah. Hey, I will say this. One of the good things about college soccer, I think it's kind of too weird and they're kind of trying to be too different, are the stadiums. There's some of my favorite stadiums for soccer, and a lot of them are soccer specific stadiums
Yeah,
too. And it's kind of awesome, and I would love to see more League One, League Two, even championship teams lean into it. I know a lot of these stadiums have probably alcohol permissions and restrictions, and that's probably why they don't
that's
use
true.
them. But I would love that because I honestly think universities, for the most part, are a springboard into different communities of not the big cities.
Yeah,
In their own stadiums. Like Bloomington, no one would care about them. And if you put a soccer team there, I think you could definitely pull in crowds. Same with probably almost any college town. Look at Lexington.
yeah.
They're a good example, and probably all across the U.S.
Because I mean, I'm surprised Columbus doesn't have a big a bigger league team down here. Mizzou,
Oh yeah,
Columbia,
Columbia. I was like Columbus,
Columbia,
no
Columbus,
Columbia.
Ohio.
I was like, I
Once
think
have
we
you
have
even
a
heard
team.
of the crew? Uh, it's not like they've won the championship recently or anything.
Sometimes, yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, I'm surprised that because we have I have a kit from like a Columbia team,
Oh,
but it was like Midwest Premier, I think.
oh, AFC Columbia.
Yeah,
I have one of their kits too,
yeah, I think we have the same kit.
probably.
But it's just one of those things. It's like, oh, okay, there's actually somewhat of a team
Right.
around, but that doesn't make it like, you know what I mean. Like, there's a
It's
difference.
different. Like a semi-pro team compared to an actual professional team. I've always said if you're a town of at least 40,000 people, you can have a professional soccer team.
Yeah,
And college towns are ripe for that, in my opinion.
well,
But
yeah, and you go with cheap student tickets. You do like promotions, free pizza night, free T-shirt night.
Well, and plus, like a lot of times, as a university student, we like cheap, good entertainment. Soccer, for the most part, is cheap. Supposed to
Yeah,
be, at least. I deal it
should
out.
be.
Yeah,
Should be St. Louis.
should be.
Should be.
And as you work your way up, it's more expensive, which is a sham in modern sports and whatever. That's a whole debate. But
Oh, but they're so much better on the field.
you can't bring your family with you, and
Yeah.
so making college towns your priority and to get cheap tickets, it will create a great atmosphere because you just tell a bunch of college students that the team wearing blue is the bad guys. They're going to harass them like crazy the entire game and create a fun atmosphere, as well as bring in people, all the local faculty who work there, and the local community itself. I'm telling you, USL, look at college towns.
I agree.
Do more Lexingtons. Anyways.
Morrison's. I mean, heck, even like Louisville, they have a really good soccer field,
Mhm.
which is also Lynn family, like the same. I think it's an eye doctor, optometrist, but he apparently sponsored that stadium as well. They that's where Louisville had to play for any of our tournament games
Yeah,
outside of USL.
it's weird.
Well, it's because we had a baseball field,
Oh, that's right.
so they didn't want us to play in Slugger.
Right. Hey, I didn't I did remember this. I can't remember what team it was, but I thought one of the USL teams, it might have been Omaha. I think played at Creighton University for their Open Cup game against SKC, if I remember that correctly. So college campuses and college stadiums, just like what Indy 11 did at the Butler Bowl, and they currently do every single week at Michael A. Carroll at IU Indy. But go to those communities, use that stadiums, use those stadiums if you can. Anyways, tangent. Next, we're gonna go up to the good friends here of the
Yeah.
Far Wisdom campus. Sadly, I'd love to see college kids come. That's the problem also when you don't build them downtowns or even near close facilities. They're probably out in the country.
Well, let's be honest about Lexington and about where the campus is and everything. That whole town, like New Circle, is like the craziest thing in the world. And where the campus of University of Kentucky is, like there's nowhere to park, there's nowhere to do. Like they have a couple parking buildings that they've put in recently,
Mhm.
but like, I mean, it's hard to get anywhere downtown because I used to have to go to meetings on campus for like my fraternity I was in,
Mhm.
and it was like impossible for me to find parking that wasn't student. Like I didn't want my car to get towed
Mhm.
away, and it was hard. So I could see why they went a little outside of campus area. But I agree. I feel like as long as they do some sort of promotions to help get all of those college kids in,
Right.
that would be the best.
Because I know in Indy 11 used to do a thing with IUPUI at the time, now IU Indy, where they did Ooey Pooey. Yeah, they did a little promotion with them, and they brought in people. They stopped doing that at this point. So hopefully we get them back. I did see a lot of college students on yesterday's game because it's a random Wednesday night. So kids are like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to soccer game on a Wednesday." So I saw a bunch of new faces. So, but speaking of the not new faces, we're gonna go up to our very nice friends at Minneapolis City, and they released the third kit. They called it the Gene Party Kit, and with proceeds of this donating to the M Health Masonic Children's Hospital Advanced Gene Therapy. So do good, look good, help kids, and get out to Minneapolis City SC games, and you get to rock this. So it's a fun little, cool little kit. It's very different,
It's
and
definitely a vibe.
it's definitely a Minneapolis City type of product that they would release.
Yeah.
I ain't surprised.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's definitely like you said. That's the best way to describe it. It's a definitely a Minneapolis city kit.
Yep. Okay. And as a their little brand shells, they're a good little company up there in Minneapolis. So yeah, I'm gonna dive right into this.
Yeah,
Even though you obviously see my score down below, it's not the greatest. I do like this kit. It just doesn't tick all my boxes for me. So its creativity is a 4. Just simply put, what the hell is this? It's creative. I dig it. I can't fully understand it. It's not like the fun creative that's like my 5s, but this is the what the hell is this? I kind of like it, and it's definitely not standard. So it's a 4 there from creativity. Its ties to local. I'm the only reason it gets a 2 from me here is because of the charity benefits, but you can't tell that by the kit. Um, So it's 2 for ties to local there. It's X Factor. It's a solid 4 for me. I'd rock this. I'd help donate some money to the M Health Children's Hospital. That's a good vibe with me, and this is definitely a unique one. I would like in my collection. It's definitely not something you'd see. I'd wear this. Someone's like, "Oh, what is that?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is Minneapolis City." Like, "Oh, I never seen something like that." You haven't.
no, yeah,
So this is high on that list. But then X Factor, it looks good. Stimulus always does well looking kits. So it's a 5 there. So the total for me is 375 for me.
yeah. That's nice. Yeah, creativity. I give it a 4. I like this a lot. You don't see it. It's not something that has been done before, to my knowledge. There might be some team somewhere else in the world that's done some sort of denim looking kit, but I haven't seen it yet. Ties to local, I did give it 2. Like I know it has some sort of charity and stuff to it, but I mean it's just jeans. It's just denim
Yeah.
looking, so not 100% sure like oh yeah, Minneapolis is the denim capital of the world, or it's where Levi's was founded. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
nothing for it there. But X Factor, I mean it's a 5. I want it. It's sick. Like everything you said about it. Like you could rock this like, oh, where is that? Like I've never seen that before. Like that's right, you haven't. It's awesome. I think design flow, it's a 5. It looks really cool. I like how it looks. Like looks like faded and all that jazz.
It looks like a pair of jeans.
Looks like a pair of jeans. Almost looks like multiple pairs of jeans kind of put
Kind of does.
together. So it's a winner for me. So that's a foe. Another foe.
So that with your 4, with
Foe.
my 375, it's a 388 from us here. We
Foe.
like the creativity, and we love to help children. So I think this is a very solid kit in addition from Minneapolis.
FTK.
Kids. I still
40.
love
For the kids.
for the gosh.
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
I'm thinking of
Like,
the Michael Jordan meme. Oh, I can't.
oh, he's throwing.
Yeah, Angels, fuck them kids.
That's
That's
not
my
what I was talking
one.
about.
Well,
Because again, when I was at EKU, we would go to the University of Kentucky, and they would always have the dance blue, and it was like 24 hours of dancing, and teams would go and stuff like that, and we would go to support the Alpha Phi Omega chapter there, and the University of Kentucky. Love you, Alpha Zeta.
it's always weird just hearing a random Greek said, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably a fraternity or sorority.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, there's no other reason why some sort of that would be said in any other context. I'm like, okay, that's
Oh
right.
no. Yeah, I'm not just like. So yeah, I was hanging out with Alpha Zeta the other day, and then Omega Pi just came out of nowhere and just
Right,
zetaed my pie.
right. Hey! If you talk to some young kids nowadays,
I probably said a very normal thing.
yeah, like
Squibbity.
beta is apparently a very common phrase.
Yeah, but does that
Or
mean like he's a beta, like he's not an alpha, he's not strong?
I can't remember. I saw this one video. I felt like a boomer trying to figure out how they were trying
Oh
to
yeah, or like the video I
explain.
sent you. where he was doing like it was like a Hamilton
Yeah.
song, and I'm like, I don't know what anything he's saying. Like this is why I teach first grade, because first graders aren't like in the internet now.
And they're not speaking really. At least
But
not the same.
no, they talk. They won't shut up, but they don't speak weird people stuff.
Ah, but they're not edgy kids yet.
Yeah, it's the 21-year-old teachers that are showing up out of nowhere. And you're like special teams, and like I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like I don't watch that. I watch three different people on YouTube, and the USL show, so like 4. But I keep them regular, you know. Shout out to Retro Rick, love your stuff, bro.
If he endorses it, I give thumbs up.
I mean, if you like retro video games, and he also owns a video game store now, and he talks about setting it up and everything. And like you could see, my whole back there is like just video games and Switches. I literally have just like next to me a stack of Xbox games. So and
I will say in both of our office spaces, we each have a Pikachu. Mine's sitting in the chair, and yours is
that's just
in the corner
kind of
doing something.
He was bad. So it's in timeout.
It's more like instead of Pikachu, it's more like a Pika don't. So anyways, we got 2 more kits for you tonight's episode. Reminder: use the code SZN down below for added time outfitters. Get yourself 10% off at your expense to then help benefit us, yourself, and added time outfitters. So use the code SZN SZN and check out goals.tv for a lot of great content. So next up, we got we're going back to the Glass City. But this time we are not rating the Glass City kit. No, my friends. We are here to rate their 2024 away kit of Toledo Villa. I'm going with that. I'm saying it's Spanish. I'm going with it. So.
Is it not Villa? I thought it was like a location, like a building.
Well, if it's Villa, then it's I don't know. I'm saying Spanish with the 2 L's and make a Y, like Villa, like David Villa. You got to his name Villa. I'm probably completely wrong here.
I just don't know.
Yeah, same.
I always thought it was David Villa. So.
It's David Villa. I'm sorry, Villa. So, Yosef. Anyways, someone let us know if we're wrong here. Anyways, this is the 2024 away kit, and as you can see in the show below, it's a fine looking little template, a little different looking.
Yeah, it's a template, but it's also not a template. You know, like I guess it's just basic.
Yeah, that's kind of where I think its score down below kind of gets to where it's at.
That's what it is. That's a basic score right there. And I'll jump into this one.
Jump.
My initial thoughts, honestly, when I see this, I think about going to Lowe's and looking at the paint swatches.
Yeah.
Like I could find this, like, all right, I need a faded red, pinkish, and like, okay, there it is. There's the faded, the less faded, and then all the way to white. Like,
question for you.
Yeah.
As a kid, did you used to just get a whole bunch of them in zero intentions to actually get paint, but just used to have a whole bunch of those those cards, but like you just took them for like free souvenirs? That's what I did.
I wouldn't say a bunch.
I would have like a handful, just like have them for no reason. We weren't there for paint. I just got distracted by all the pretty colors.
That needs a new ladder, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I come home with like a stack full of them for no reason other than I was like, oh, they're free.
Now I will say like that paint section was kind of like the children watch zone for my parents. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to the paint, and they're like, all right, we're gonna actually do what we're here to do. And I was probably like 7, so this is not good. But I would like go through all the paint. I'm like, oh, I could paint my room this blue. This is so cool. And like I could look just like the Kentucky Wildcats. And then like because they also that's when they started doing like the official college colors
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So like I would find the official college colors and it's like, oh, I could do this blue, or like they had the NFL section too. I'm like, oh, I could do the Bengals orange, and like I would like dream of all the different colors I could paint my room and stuff like that. Eventually, actually, I did paint it blue, and I had a cool space um, wallpaper thing at the top, whatever that
Mhm.
border,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
space border, and it was really really cool. I was a pretty dope kid. But yeah, that's what this kit reminds me of,
Yeah, it does.
but with like slices through it,
Yes, yes. Because
the
it's
diagonal slices.
yes, which is
So
fun.
great. So creativity, though, I gave it 3. Like I feel like this is a really cool template, and like I wouldn't mind. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I saw other teams with this template, honestly. So it's not bad for me. Ties to local, though, I did give a 1. Like again, I could see other teams with this template. Like literally, what I just said makes this a 1 for ties to local.
Right.
Um, X Factor. People are shooting off fireworks right now.
Missouri's
It's
man.
8:46 on a Thursday
In August.
in August 8th. No, yeah,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
it,
You're right.
it is 8/8, I guess. 8 p.m. I don't know. People are weird.
People are weird.
Oh goodness, X Factor. I say it's a 3. Honestly, like it's not bad, especially for a white kit. But I'm not clamoring for it.
No.
Not clamoring for it. Design flow is a 5 though. I think everything looks sharp on here, and I kind of wish it was New Balance that sponsored it. Or that
It almost looks like it,
I
right?
know it looks like the New Balance in. It's not. Sadly, it's not.
It is not. So I actually technically have the exact same score as Fox. It's which sponsor here? Oh well. Oh wait, right down there. Engine Sports Group,
Yeah.
but from Boca Raton. Anyways, yeah, $42, nice little kit. My thoughts was that same as Fox's, so I have the same score as he does. Same thing as well. Normally, I'm a sucker for a good white, and this is a good cheap white, and I would definitely rock this. I have far too many white kits, so my X factor's a 3 for this one. If I get this, I get this. If I don't, I don't. I'm not clamoring for it. It's still a nice looking, kind of creative kit, and that's something. It's not something that I normally would see from someone. So, and it's more of a pink, and I like me some pink. So, pink always does look good. So I will never say no to it. But yeah, this is the with my 3, your 3, we got ourselves a 3.0 kit, and this is what we expect from a kind of a simple, boring, kind of nice looking template.
And this is almost what I would expect from a USL League 2 typically. But like it's still semi-creative enough to be
Yeah,
like its own. It's
like
not just
enough effort was kind of put in to make it not a standardized template.
yeah, exactly.
So I think a 3's fair. So thank you to Toledo Via. I think y'all have released some very fun stuff this season. Hopefully we don't forget about you guys and maybe rate y'all a little bit sooner because I really like that Glass City kit. Um, I would buy that. So it's on my birthday list.
Yeah, it's what we're gonna do, pre-season next year. Make sure we go through all the kits.
But for League Two, we'll have to do it sooner because well actually yeah for League Two we probably won't do it until the season starts for them with their the whole searching that we did this time.
Yeah,
Just because no one will probably release them until the season starts.
right. You're not wrong.
I am not wrong. That's why I do this. Anyways, I'll tell you
But
also is
they
not
pay
wrong.
me the big bucks.
Yeah, $0. And so,
Right.
speaking of things that we love to support and kind of love to do, it is supporting and being united against cancer. So we're going to the good people here at Lane United. I'm wearing their kit right now. And checking out their United Against Cancer kit. Yes, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, that was
And
good. I liked it.
thank you. So this is their United Against Cancer kit, and with this kit, they wore it in a friendly match against Deportivo Rose City, with kit proceeds going to the Northwest Sarcoma Foundation. And a little bit about this kit, if you go down their website, you'll see kind of another action shot, kind of their kit. But the colors represent the yellow of the sarcoma awareness ribbon, and then the blue are from the kit, from the sponsors on the kit. So together they partner.
Which is like a hospital research center, isn't it?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Critical Path Institute and X-Cures, research and patient advocacy organizations. So colors actually mean something, even though it's not doesn't mean anything to Lane United themselves. It does mean something.
Yeah. And honestly, you just can't beat the blue and gold like this. This is Alpha Phi Omega's colors right here. Fun fact about my fraternity, which was the service fraternity.
Hey, I'm nothing against them.
We were founded by 12 Eagle Scouts.
I got no beef. I almost joined one too, so I got no beef. I just became too antisocial to be in one. So
you would have loved APO.
Trust me, I got begged like after my second year at my first college to join one. I ended up saying no. So I was just supposed to become a what was it? Arcacia, I think it was. Acacia was the fraternity. It wasn't like a bunch of Greek letters, it was like Acacia.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, but I was almost a part of that fraternity, so
nice.
It was.
Nerds graduated college.
Yeah.
That's right. 3 times. Still not making $1 million, but
nope.
I have 3 pieces of paper.
I went to 2 colleges, and I have technically 3 degrees. We count 2 minors. Well, actually, no, not 3 degrees. I have 1 degree and 2 minors. So,
if we're counting minors, I have 3 degrees and 1 minor. But minor means nothing. It's physical education,
I know.
non-teaching.
Mine's nothing. Mine's a mathematics and sociology. Like, what do I do with that? And I literally do technology. So like the math can kind of apply. But like,
right. It's applied math.
It's not. Well, it kind of is. Yeah. Literally two
applied math.
Yeah, two people I work with are like math majors.
Right.
I'm trying to do taxes, kind of, in my technology. So like, oh, you do math? There's actually a purpose to getting a math degree? I didn't think of that. So, but anyways, it's a minor. It does nothing for anybody. It just meant that I went through pain to do it because it was excruciating. Once you start getting into theoretical mathematics, do not do that. Please.
2 + 5 with very large values of 2.
Oh, dude, you honestly understand theoretical mathematics more than I actually know computational mathematics at this point. It's kind of cool, but also it's absolutely
pointless.
Absolutely worthless.
Yeah.
But not worthless is this soccer kit that we are rating right here. I like this kit. I like Lane United, as you see here. I'm rocking them. I love what they do. Their crest is honestly one of my favorite crests in all of soccer. All of soccer. It looks like one of those old retro, like English crests, but it also has that kind of distinction to Lane United. I love it. It's one of my favorites. So anytime I see it in their stuff, I'm like, bam, I love this. This looks good. So for this kit in particular, I give it a 4 for creativity. It's not super creative because we could not figure out what this shape is.
I think it's just the pattern.
That's what we're thinking as well. So it's not the most creative of kits. It's basically just a yellow and blue kit. It's not creative. Sounds like way too much math. Pope, you don't even know. It was a lot. It was a lot. I would not recommend it. Anyways, um, yeah. So 4 for creativity, 2 for ties to local. The proceeds are added into their X factor, but the kit itself does not tie. At least from the kit itself. I'm not talking sponsored. The kit itself does not tie to their community and whatever they're doing. So 2 there from ties to local, but it's a 5 for X factor. I want this. This is really fun and it benefits people and it's research. So and it's 5 there. So it's a 4 from me. I like.
Yeah, I just changed my score. You convinced me.
I convinced you. Yes, my convincing skills are working. But as
It does.
Michael points out, this pattern looks like a pineapple without its skin.
It
I
does kind of look
cannot
like
unsee
pineapple.
that.
It
I
almost
cannot
looks like
unsee
pineapple chunks going through.
that. Right.
Creativity, I did give a 4. It could have been less, honestly, because it is kind of just the little square. Well, if we're looking at Louisville kids, it's probably a triangle. Uh, but that the little shape kind of going through it. Tyson Local, I just that's what I knocked down to a 3,
Yep.
and
Freaking shit here.
you made a good point for it. I didn't want to agree with you, but I mean it is what it is. Like if you just saw this kit, you're not gonna be like, Lansing.
Right. As much as I want them to get
Yeah,
paid for it, it does not say Lansing or barely even what they're talking about from a kit perspective.
yeah. I almost wish that little design that you can barely see was an actual ribbon.
Right.
If it had like the yellow ribbons, it was like a slightly different yellow. Like that would have been really cool. You could see that in there. Um, X Factor though is a 5. I like this. I want this. It's a great cause. It's like I'm united with them for this situation. So
Let's
I'm
go.
always down for kit. See, this is what makes me mad. I was in a marketing class when I was in college. See, talking back to college, and I had this stupid professor. Like, okay, first of all, I'm gonna get on a different tangent. You know the saying, like, if you can't do, then teach, or those who can't teach. Have you ever
Yeah.
heard that saying before?
Yeah.
I hate that saying, but I think he's one of them. Because like he apparently was working in marketing for a long time, but wanted to teach.
Terrible at it.
And what like and again, like okay, this is coming from my point of view though, but like I was an Eagle Scout. I was in a fraternity based around service and helping others. So like I am one who naturally wants to help, I guess. And like so if I see a product that like if they have 2 boxes of tissues, but this one's pink because it helps, support breast cancer, and it's an extra $2 compared to this one, I'll buy the pink one. And he was like, people don't do that. I'm like, a ton of people do it. That's why these companies make so much money off of it.
Right.
Now, the way I am now, mentally, I'm not a huge fan that companies do this.
Tax write-offs.
Exactly, and that's the issue. Like, because I worked for Lids, and every time you would check out, I'm like, would you like to round up for, the Lids Foundation or the
You're
Lids
like
Kids?
like you know now that you already spent that money to raise that money that you're trying to get, and now you're getting the customers to pay you back for it pretty much.
Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean, like even if it was like, okay, you know, we made $700,000 from, these extra donations
Right.
from you, Brett, and me, Fox, and Pope, and Michael, and all that stuff.
All y'all out there.
All y'all out there. Um, but now I'm the one who gets the credit for it as the company,
Yeah.
and that's what I don't like.
No.
That's why I like whenever I'm doing my stream. So because I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm collecting money and stuff. But when you have a chance to win cool prizes, but two, like you still get the print off receipt of how much you donated to
Whatever.
AO Impact.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, you're still seeing like you can write off that tax. Like the only taxes I write off from that are the ones that I've donated in
Right.
that stream.
It's just like the Pride Raiser. Everyone gets a
Yeah,
receipt for the ones that they donate. Pride Raiser is just a way to kind of collectively do it, but then it's all up to the individuals to actually donate that money.
yeah.
So,
Let's say technically, you get that email. You don't have to do it.
you don't.
You might get a couple extra emails, but
I'm always scared that every time I see that, I'm like, oh no, I gotta do this now. I'm like, I know I did this, but like, I actually gotta do it now. I'm getting the emails.
yeah,
It's telling me actual numbers. I'm like, okay.
yeah. I definitely regret the AO one. I don't regret it. I'm glad that I only did $1 because it's like the men's, the women's, the youth teams that you don't even know are playing. Like the U5 national team
Dude,
is in Paris this week.
dude, I'm gonna tell you, last year, for the Pride Raiser, because Indies is both the men and women's. When they went on tear, the women team,
Yeah,
dude, they were winning like 8-0 at some points.
right.
Everyone just like, oh god. They're like, hell yeah, here's the money, but everyone just also like, holy shit, this is a lot.
Yeah. Well, and some of them are even worse because sometimes it's goals and assists.
Yeah, and
And
then they
because
really
that's
rack
eight
up,
goals. If unless they were all solo efforts,
right?
that's up to $16 a game.
They rack up. So, anyways,
Anyways,
tangents aside, always help your community and always help support the things that are not corporate based. Anyways,
X Factor is a 5. I like it. Design Flow is a 5. Everything's smooth. Everything's nice.
it gets
So
a thumbs up.
yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah. So your
Fox and
four,
Brett, four thumbs up.
yes. So your 4.25, my 4.0. We did a very, very nice 4.13 for Lane United. Not Lame United, because that's anything but what they do up there.
Anything but.
So yes, so that was Lane United. We're actually less than an hour right now. We're actually like on top of things right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. We only had 5 kids. That helped.
I know, and also to everyone who is not aware, we are doing really good with kits coming up. I think we're down to like 4 kits that we actually had to rate that are not USL Super League that are coming up. So we have like probably at most 3 or 4 episodes left, depending on how many USL Super League kits come out and how quickly they come out. So,
Yeah, we might have like a one kit show or something like. Well, this is what came out this week.
right. So what we would do here, just for everyone's FYI, if kits like they kind of slowly trickle in, we'll wait and then try to do an episode or 2 when we get like 5 or 6 at a time, so we don't just kind of whatever, and maybe a little bit break. But what we'll also do here at the very end here, because we are approaching that here for this glorious season, so we can prepare for next season because we're already in August.
Yeah.
We're gonna have we're gonna have like a special fun episode to kind of do some of their favorite top 5 kits of the season. We'll even do maybe an analysis on each of the leagues, how they stacked up compared to each other once we rated all of our internal ones. And then we'll also do some fun combinations. As Michael pointed out, kind of highlight the all the lead 1 purple kits. What one was supreme? We'll do some of our top 5 pairings and all the kits in general. And then we'll also pick out probably our top 5 favorite, not best, favorite kits of the season. And we'll kind of do something fun like that to wrap up all this. So just FYI, that will be coming up here probably in a few weeks if we're not also taking off a week or so because of the Super League, trying to get all those kits. And, well, you're starting school here soon. And I have some trips. I have some vacations coming up here next month and a half. So, yes, including seeing this man right here.
Yeah, next month.
Yes. Dude, I'm traveling 15 days for like I'll be in my apartment for 15 days in September.
It's wild.
I'm gonna be dead, but it's okay.
Right.
Fun vibes. So yeah, so that is kind of a little schedule that him and I kind of concocted. Coming up here soon for you guys. Make sure we write top quality content as well as releasing our overall rankings from season 3 and all time. Because who doesn't like some good visuals?
No,
So
you can't beat graphics.
no, and y'all all loved it when I released that last year, so I'm gonna do it again. So yes, so once again, shout out to our patrons down below. Y'all are amazing. Support us, and as well as all you viewers who watch us here. Even though we've had some issues trying to get everyone on here because of the whole Twitter link issue now. Y'all are always supportive, and also check us out on Spotify if you don't check us live. I do post these a day after. So check us out there. Follow us on those socials, the Twitter. We're also on Threads. I'm trying to get more active on there. Instagram, and also just follow us as well as we try to do things. And then join the Discord for the USL show. We like to communicate and do things. And then
I talk a lot.
Yes, you do. You talk a lot. I don't talk a lot, but that's why we're a great pair. So then we go up here. Also, make sure we check out Goals TV for all the great things with some exclusive USL show content, as well as checking out Added Time Outfitters and using the code SEASON to get yourself 10% off. So
I threw my U.S. men's national team one back on.
I got my Canada one on right now because I wore my Canadian kit today, and it's red.
It does match well.
It does. So, yes. So, before we head out, very last thing here. Fox, I see you're rocking a new kit here today.
I am wearing a new kit. This is one of my favorite kits of this season. The Blue Goose
Yeah, that looks so good.
SC from Louisiana. And it's a nice kit. I don't know what brand this is. But I will say it's like a true fit. Like this fits like an Adidas replica. It's a little loose. Like I got an XL. I've lost more than 20 pounds now. That's how I was able to get this kit. I earned this kit, so it's my favorite kit. But also like kits. I like kits that like come with the league badge on there.
Right.
Like I know it's supplemented and stuff like that. But like
it's there.
But yeah, you actually like have it on there.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool. Like I love the detailing of this. It has like little music notes.
I love that.
Little eighth notes and some geese just going through the checker pattern. Pell State Service. I don't know what that is, but like I like they have a giant pelican on it. Like it works out really well.
And almost certain it's Pelican States. I think Louisiana kind of has a lot of pelicans.
Oh, is that their thing?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm vibing with that.
It even comes like I know it's just a year to 24, but like it even has a number on the back.
Yes.
Like it's just a nice fun kit.
Right.
I like fun kits.
Michael, we will check this out here post production. We'll check this out. Actually, you know what?
No, just do it.
Yep, I'm good right now. So also, while I am looking at this, bird, I'm gonna show off my kit here real quick. It's Lane United's 2023 home kit. I love this kit. This is so good. It's such a good polo. I definitely like it. And it's really good looking. And I call it the lumberjack kit. So it's a good vibe. All right, 24, 25. Ooh.
So the maroon one.
Ooh. Okay.
I always like maroon, but this
is so nice.
Detailing, man.
Honestly, Germany is one of my favorite. They produce some really good ones. I love German soccer anyway, so I have an excuse for this. Do not even get me going, because I have some desires for buying some kits from this European season right now. They're high. I'm high on them. The Borussia Dortmund Cup kit. I love Borussia in white. It's such a good look. And then Luton Town under black. I need that. But this one is just art. I love this.
Good job, Mizuno.
Yeah, that's such a sharp looking kit. And each one of the badges are like kind of different too.
Yeah, there's a lot of design inside of that.
Oh, it's like gladiatorial. Dude, let's go.
Which is so crazy because if you look at their away kit, I take it back. I was like this close to be like, oh, well, their away kit's kind of a plain green. Nah, their away kit's a map kit,
Oh, it is.
but it's so fine detailed that you can't necessarily just see it like, oh, map kit.
All right, where's merchandise? Ah, there it is.
Didn't wasn't Pepe?
Ricardo Pepe, he's still, I think, technically. No. He got sold.
I
Yeah,
say was he on loan?
he got sold to PSV. That's right.
Yeah. So there goes like the reasoning to.
Oh, yeah, they have their 21. Okay. How do they get their kits? Like, where do you find their kits for sale? Anyways, yes, thank you, Michael, for showing us this. This is a dope kit. I love European kit season because that's just a good vibe. And there's so many teams, so many good looking kits. Always appreciate looking at them. But it's not USL, the biggest league in the world, so we can talk about them in depth. So
The biggest league in the world.
yes, sir. And to just talk to by the New Age Outlaws, that random little nickname that we got a few weeks ago. So they don't have us. So that is it for tonight's show. We appreciate and love y'all. And we'll be back probably 2 weeks because I'm going to be out next week. And yeah, we'll be for about 2 weeks. We'll be in touch. If not, I'll be doing a show in hot Texas. So that is
Texas.
yes.
I'm back to Texas.
So yeah, that's tonight's show. Hope you all enjoyed it, and be back with us next time, Ron. Thank you.
Love y'all.
Thank you for watching another episode of the USL Show.
The USL Show is